Okay, we start. Thank you for being here. Your Majesty, spiritual leaders, members of the organizing committee, fellow speakers and participants, ladies and gentlemen, as we heard this morning from His Holiness Pope Francis, the challenge ahead of us is haunting. His appeal went straight to the heart of the problem, identifying the many contradictions in an industry, the digital industry, that plays an overwhelming role in our society and in the bringing of our children. The message is clear. Let's all work together. We must be on the same side of history, picking up a very simple mission, to paraphrase what Queen Sylvia said this morning. Let's give back to childhood the innocence it deserves. Let's help prevention of adverse childhood experiences, known as ACEs. Allow me a thought. 2 years ago, at the first event organized here at the Vatican, we noticed the gap between the horrible dimension of child abuse in the digital world and the mild perception in the public opinion. 2 years later, just a few years ago, we had for the first time 2 major stories on a mainstream media, in fact, in the New York Times. They were describing the staggering dimension of the problem. It has finally happened, but we must move faster. This is why we are very grateful to have with us, for the first time all together in this context, the 5 major players in the digital industry, all committed to tackle the problem. We also have a key player in the content industry. Let me introduce them to you. Jacqueline Boucher with Microsoft, Global Digital Safety Advocate for Microsoft. Jane Howard, Senior Director of Global Privacy at Apple. Raise your hand because the names may be, so this is just to make sure we know who they are. Giorgio Busnelli, who's Media Director, ITNES for Amazon. Carlo D'Asaro Biondo, President EMEA, Google. David Miles, Safety Policy Director, EMEA, Facebook. Jim Giannopoulos, Chairman and CEO, Paramount Picture. Please help me welcoming them with a warm round of applause. We will start with a brief, thank you. Okay, so we'll start with a brief 4 to 5 minute introduction for each participant, and then we'll open up a discussion. When we touch 4 minutes, I will give a hint that there is just 1 minute left, so we'll try to keep time under control. Thank you. Why, Giorgio, don't you start, and then we'll move along.